For me, old times, I return. This is Super Mario the Fourth Sector by Scorpion. I remember this. Challenges I've had before. Well, I guess it's time for me to face the music again. So, here we go. Okay, so the text is appearing quite slowly here. I'm used to that, but sure. Guess there's an effect to it. Computer terminal on. We've got a change in the music for Super Mario World anyway, changing the different instruments used. Master Prison main hard drive accessed. Awaiting acknowledgement from main processor. Process acknowledged. Access to logbook has been authorized. Replaying relay 40, I assume that's a 040Y78. The following story requires a rudimentary knowledge of past experiences. To fully understand the situations that you will follow, you would need to read up on a bit of history. To further your experience with the following situations, it'd be best you replay the log known as TD4C3. The Crater. Of course, if you already know the history behind the situation or desire to go on anyway, then please select the Rudiment Start. If you do not know the previous events, please select the Logbook option. Logbook option is the default selection. End log. So, I have an idea, but not everyone necessarily will, so let's go into the logbook. Log 411A8C. Not long ago, a historic battle ended in victory. A great evil was stopped before a disaster could befall the land. Two heroes were named that day. A fit plumber and a blue hedgehog. Both came from different worlds, but each with similar goals. Stop the Great Terror. Almost 2 years ago, a giant meteor impacted the Mushroom Kingdom. What came out affected all. It could not be contained, nor could it be controlled. Two dastardly beings emerged from the new mark on the Earth's surface and infected the land with their hatred and destruction. The first was egotistic. He loved to toy around with his enemies and make them pay for their good deeds. Wow. He wore a blue hat, had on green pants, and a green jacket. His hair was blonde. His name was Hunter. Here we go. He was one of Mario's greatest threats. He was also responsible for taking the life of his best friend, Elena, who at first was a stuck-up princess. She turned out to be one of the sweetest people Mario came to know. Hunter was responsible for taking her away. Throughout the past year, Hunter returned with one thing in mind: revenge. He took over a distant land from the Mushroom Kingdom to build up his power and defeat Mario. During these times, his capital was mutating the land, causing it to wither, for it gave its life to him, Hunter. Mario defeated Hunter and destroyed his capital. Hunter didn't give up, and Mario ended his life in a final battle. Or so he thought. Hunter returned later the next month. The second to emerge from the meteor was mean, vile, and hateful. He seemed like a nice guy at times, other times a major pain in the neck. I don't know if you can see that shadow right there, but I don't know if I'd trust someone like that to be a nice guy. Well, unless there's personal experience to it, but not yet. Anyway, he was clad in purple armor and looked a lot like a machine. Even less trustworthy now. He had red magma eyes and an abdomen. Along with it came a tail with a powerful stinger. He carried sets of claws instead of hands. His name was Scorpion. Scorpion was responsible for the building of the super weapon they tried to use on their first attempt to destroy Earth, the furnace. Scorpion humiliated Elena every time they met, but it only made her more eager to end both of their lives. Elena was never given the chance to fight Scorpion and gain her revenge, and thanks to Hunter, she never will. Scorpion's true goals were to get into a void called the Orbital Void. Thanks to Elena, he never got to truly enter. Scorpion was labeled deceased after his defeat of the synth. End log. 3, 2, 1. Opening log 411YTO, title encased recent events. After Mario destroyed Hunter's capital, he met up with a blue hedgehog. The hedgehog's name was Sonic. Sonic warned him that Hunter would return. And so he did. Mario and Sonic teamed up and ravaged Hunter's plans, one after the other. However, that didn't seem to stop Hunter. All those side plans was just a diversion to keep him away from his main goal, obtaining the power stored in 5 maidens to obtain an even greater power. The Dead Power. These maidens were held at different locations, prisons they were called. These prisons rerouted the power stolen from these maidens to a facility Hunter isolated himself in, the Master Prison. Mario and Sonic stormed through the entire area and released the 5 maidens. After shutting down the Master Prison, Mario and Sonic needed to put a permanent hold on Hunter's unknown plans. His final location he hid away in was a mountain castle, which held a lab of his own, I think that's supposed to say. It was then Mario and Sonic learned Hunter had changed, much more than anticipated. He had grown an interest in technology and had apparently gotten a mad change in his state of mind. He went what Sonic called insane. Hunter had gained new powers, but he himself said he was not in a favorable power state. He needed more. He needed to achieve his dead power. By using his lab, he opened a portal to another dimension which held what he needed to obtain his dead power. By absorbing the mana in the tree, Hunter gained power beyond comprehension. On that day, Hunter had achieved his goal. He had won, and then he escaped into an unknown dimension. His plans were never discovered, and it is unknown where he could be now, working on more projects behind the scenes. End log. 4, 3, 2, 1. Date. April 31st? There must be some code to that. 5 months after the mana tree had died and Hunter's escape. Containment pressurized. Status ready. A79K224KCTY422B693082ARINID. I don't know why I did that. Receiving orders from Auto CPU 032. Redirecting to Project Enhancer. Awaiting response. Good thing I could keep up. Response received and acknowledged. Specimen in container 418844 ready for release. Rerouting power to container 418844. Please stand by for initiation. So black and white right now. Power reroute successful. All systems go to standby mode. Ooh, those eyes. Much angrier now. All of a sudden, we're out here. It hasn't been long since Hunter has been defeated. Princess Peach is safely in her castle. But Sonic sees something weird on the hill. Is he used to Yoshi's Island graphics? Or in Sonic's case, I don't know if I should really call them graphics. So, we can't go in any direction right now. We just have to do this level first. We have to start up. So, let's start up. This might be a rough start for me. Hey Mario, it has been a while since the two of us have taken a well-deserved vacation. You know, going to places and all that. I'm not sure. Best of all, not worrying about King Koopa or even worse, the Devious Four. Hunter is nowhere to be seen. Lord only knows where he is now. Anyway, that isn't all. On my way over here, I saw some weird glowing spikes sticking out of the ground on that hill. Come to think about it, I've never been up there. You wanna let's start our new normal adventure up there? We could squash a few Koopas on the way, too. That sounds wonderful. Let's go. Alright, that's my man. Let's go. Past experiences with the 4th sector, I don't know if I'm really going to have it easy here. Already I managed to lose a life. What? Great. Been a while since, for Z-SNES. I accidentally put start and select in the wrong places. Don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. Okay, this is getting silly. Let's just pretend that never happened. because we have a time limit now. Before, time was not really much of an issue, but I don't know why now. Maybe just to make things slightly more challenging. With this springboard, I suppose I could carry it up this way, but I do not want to get hurt by any enemies along the way. Alright, there we go. What went on? What's with this question mark block? Okay, well, just hit the coin blocks, but apparently you don't collect the coins above them. I get used to that, and not only that, I also have to get used to the fact that you can't just press the A or B button just to get out of the water here. You have to hold on to the up arrow. You're hiding something here. I can tell that. Such a fall. Such a screen right there, so bright. I don't know if Scorpion or Hunter would be able to handle it. Return to this world after completing a world to find an extra challenge waiting for you. What does it say on the other side? You should know that even though you play as Sonic at points, you will always be Mario inside a bonus room. Please do not ask, quote-unquote, why. Any other way I should phrase it, then? And all those 4 coins. How am I gonna get to those? Maybe I won't get to those. I'm not gonna be too concerned about it. Maybe I shouldn't really be too concerned about what's in these pipes right now. Yellow levels, red levels. Hopefully they're easy to tell here. Okay, bounce, bounce. A little awkward, but I know Mario can do it. I got a feeling that if I take this Koopa shell and come here... There we go. I could use the extra fire flower for a great beyond. Or maybe for some to avoid it. Guess again, I'm in for a challenge here. So next time, Cliff Climber.